Grand Rising. Welcome to Healing Hype Man. This is going to be your spiritual therapy reading for the day. Why do I say that? Because I'm using tarot and I'm also using these mental health. I'm going to call them oracle decks. Oracle deck. So I'm combining some little bit of spirituality and then combining some techniques that we use in mental health to kind of help me dive deeper into this. Take it if it resonates, or take it as awareness for when and if this specific situation comes up in life, right? With more awareness, then you're able to handle things as you go about life, right? If we were all to learn everything there is to learn, right, we would be able to handle situations very differently. Knowledge learned should be shared. So how we're doing a typical how you're thinking, feeling, behaving, which is also what's in your head, what's in your heart, and how you're showing up, a little CBT model. And I like the way this showed up. In your head, we have the Queen of Wands. In your heart is the Seven of Wands. And how you're showing up or how you're behaving is the Ten of Swords. So this gives me energy of like feeling extremely confident, right? Very, very confident, but you can't do anything. Maybe it's just like your creativity could be very spot on, right? Maybe you've experienced this or you've seen others that are so intelligent, so creative. Maybe you yourself, this really reminds me of like, I'm going to be honest, like someone with like ADHD, I'm just going to say it how I see it, or someone who's just like so creative yet, and they're so passionate about what it is that they do, right? How they're thinking, how they're feeling, like they're so passionate. I can't even put that in any other words besides like so passionate about something specific in your life, right? It could be a creative endeavor. It could be you're so passionate about something that you want to do in life. It could be something you're so passionate about. I'm seeing her point to Saturn. Saturn is about rules. That reminds me of like political things, like, you know, people that are activists and advocates for certain political things that are going up against the rules and regulations of society, because back there is Saturn, and right, so that like you could be so passionate about something. You know what that is. That Ten of Swords, how you're behaving or how you're showing up is, I can't even move. Right? I don't know what to do. I'm completely stuck in some sort of way. Maybe you might even think about, this is also telling me like catastrophizing things. Now, I'm going to go into the mental health component here. This confident, very enthusiastic leader that is very optimistic here. We have using your senses, the five senses here. You feel extremely confident, right? If we're looking at card number 2, which is touch, there's something here like you physically can feel it within yourself. What it gives me here in the card is like weighted blanket, compression vest, weighted lap pad, gentle squeeze of your body. You're feeling pressure in some sort of way. Perhaps you feel a pressure in some sort of way to perhaps do something about this. It's weighing down on you, not in a negative way, but it's like, that's how passionate you are. Like, and then with the Seven of Wands, which is all about protecting your energy, which is all about being very, I know what I know, and I'm going to stand up for what I want. I don't have to let others determine my self-worth. This is such a powerful, like, you feel a call. I'm going to say it like this. You feel a pressure. You feel a pressure with the touch sensation, right? Where in your body do you feel this? So I'm going to ask you, where in your body do you feel this desire, this passion, this fire to stand up for something that you really are passionate about, right? And when I say you're really passionate, I don't have to let others determine my self-worth. This is on an affirmation tool, and that's literally what this card is. I love the way they came out here, right? You don't care what anybody else has to say about things, right? You don't care about what anybody else has to say when it comes to what it is that you believe, what it is that you're passionate about, what it is that you feel this massive weight to go out and do and be and become and be a part of. Ten of Swords, right? I said catastrophizing. The card that came out was overgeneralizing. This is a cognitive distortion here. You believe something will always happen, even if it only happened once or twice. That's called overgeneralizing. Just because something bad has happened in the past, maybe this confidence has put you to a point where it depleted you at some point. Just because it happened once doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to happen again. That's over generalizing, over catastrophizing. I also got from this, which really means like just because something bad happened, you're overthinking the worst case scenario, the worst possible thing could possibly happen here, right? If I look at that how you're behaving, I really love the way that how you're thinking and how you're feeling and how or what's in your head and what's in your heart, right? And I think that here we just need to look at overgeneralizing something now, and we have to remind ourselves that in this moment, right? This is another opportunity. For some, it might be a second opportunity that you're sitting in this powerhouse energy. For some of you, it could be your very first opportunity sitting in this powerhouse energy. But what has happened in the past does not necessarily mean that it's going to happen again, because you saw someone else with pure confidence go after what they want and perhaps fail, perhaps going down a direction that you didn't like, does not necessarily mean that it's going to happen to you or that it's going to happen now. What needs to happen is you need to keep reminding yourself that in this moment, right, everything is okay. I feel extremely passionate about what I'm doing. I don't have to let others determine my self-worth. I have created this level of protection. This is very protective energy here. But it's protective coming from a self-worth perspective, right? Not coming from a defensive energy. And that's where the overgeneralization perhaps needs to come, where you need to take a look at, that you're not overgeneralizing it, that you're in this vibe, you're passionate about this because you are protecting something. For some of you, you very well might be protecting something. You very well might be protecting yourself, your sanity, your life, your beliefs at the same time. Or if I think about that, this is defending your beliefs, right? But then again, there's behavior of like, I want you to go and take action on this, but this tells me that we're not. We're stuck, or we're in a standstill, or we think we're overgeneralizing, thinking that something is going to come negative of whatever it is that I want to pursue here. We do need to remind ourselves, we need to remind our nervous system that today's a new day. I am confident, I am passionate about this. I have worked hard for this, that everything is okay, and that I am safe. We do need to tell ourselves and our nervous system that, because your nervous system does not know the difference between something bad happening now and something bad that has happened in the past. It just knows that, hey, last time you felt like this, it ended like this. And I'm going to protect you from that happening again. So I'm going to put up a fight, flight, or freeze response, right? Or a run, or a whatever it is that you think. Or freeze is really the one most people kind of stick to. I'm not going to say most people. That's really what the energy I'm seeing here is like. I can't even move. I can share a little. Let me see how much time I have. I was talking with somebody and like enrollment to this program, and then I got all the information. I got the say, hey, this is when you can start. And then they sent me like 6 emails back to back. Sign up for this, sign up for this, sign up for this, sign up for this. I got so overwhelmed that I froze. I got so overwhelmed that I detached from it. And the other person, that recruiter, knew. And he's like, are you okay? I was like, I just got overwhelmed. And I can see that my normal response is when I feel overwhelmed, I detach. So I appreciated his constant communication with coming after, because some things can be very overwhelming, especially when you have to like do a lot of things, or you have to make a lot of choices in a short amount of time. Why am I telling you that? Because I noticed my response to something that was overwhelming. If your energy is overwhelming you, I think you should sit in that and be like, wow, look how confident I am. Look how much I know about this thing that I'm so passionate about, that I can stand up for and I can speak to and I can be an advocate for, and people listen to me, and I can be a leader in that industry. I can be a leader in that aspect of life. I can lead my own life. I have a creative component to it. Like perhaps we just need to find different ways to activate them, action steps to activate them, instead of overgeneralizing and thinking that even if it only happened once or twice, believing that it will always happen, or believe that it's always going to end. This confidence comes and goes, and it's never going to keep going, or I'm never going to get there, even though the energy is telling me that you have it and you're willing and able to do so. Let's kind of tap into this. So tell us, how can we change this 10 of Swords, right? Besides we're looking at overgeneralizing, we want to challenge that cognitive distortion, right? Just because it happened once doesn't mean it's going to happen again. Tell us how to shift to this Ten of Swords. Wow, the Wheel of Fortune, the Four of Swords, and the Page of Cups. This is, and with Justice on the bottom, this is taking a, I don't even want to say taking a risk. Yeah, let's say taking a risk. This is just doing it. Right? If I look at that, this is taking a risk into your next chapter. The Wheel of Fortune is implying that luck is on your side and we can continue to move forward, right? Perhaps you're scared of taking a risk. I guess that's where we're going. Because you're like, this is more power than I can understand. This is more confidence than I have had before. And the second avenue here, I would say, is definitely meditate on it. Four of Swords is telling me to meditate on it. I would also keep this quiet, right? Not everyone needs to know everything that you're doing, but there is an innocence about it. Go about this with how much it excites you. Oh my God, if I think about this, like there's something here that really excites you, but there is some fear that is holding you back from behaving and taking action, right? I think that you should keep this victory to yourself, right? Keep this to yourself and go with the excitement that you are in. Use that as an indicator, right? Because whatever choice you're going to make, you're going to come up to challenges either way. You're not going to avoid them. Like I've been trying to teach you guys that, like you're not going to avoid making a wrong mistake. The choice that you make is the choice that you make. And what I want you to do is continue to keep going and just deal with things as they come about. But this is very innocently, like it's just like a kid. Like I'm excited, I want to go. Like you have no idea what's there, but you still want to go, right? And keep it quiet. Four of Swords with the Wheel of Fortune. Like I would consider that your next chapter is there, but it is something that you very well might do. One, in silence, and two, out of innocence, curiosity, right? Curiosity. Let's pull a shamanic healing here to kind of give us perhaps a little ending. From the shamanic healing deck, we have all is good. So this is your message here to tell you that all is good. You might be overgeneralizing. You might be over-catastrophizing. If you came here for something specific and this really resonates with you and you really are passionate about something here that is like through the roof, I'm here to tell you that all is good and you should continue on this path and do not let overgeneralizing a situation that might have happened once or twice in the past hold you back from doing something again. Because my biggest takeaway, my biggest way to heal anything that might have to heal anything from your past is to recreate that experience again, but the healthy version of it. The healthy version of that relationship, the healthy version of that job that you lost, that you got fired from, that you always wanted but didn't do a good job the first time. Like recreating that with different people, places, and things, but it's still you from a space of awareness. So I hope that I gave you awareness here about how to not let fear hold back your confidence and your vitality when it comes to something that you are passionate about. My name is Alvin Catalan. I'm present. I'm done speaking now.